So Kendall's not at the fair. It's day one of the Minnesota State Fair, and Kendall's not here.
New co-host, though, Jason.
We have a new co-host. Roll the open. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Now, here's Jason.
And good morning, everyone. And welcome to day one of the Minnesota State Fair. We are live from our Fox 9 Pavilion at the State Fair with a giant crowd. Oh, it's good to be back. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. I'm Jace. How y'all doing? You doing well? Yeah. As you just saw in the cold open there, Kendall is not out here. I miss her. I know, someone's already booing. Can you wait till like 9:30 to boo? There we go. 10:30. Just wait till half the show's over, then you can boo. But no, with Kendall's pregnancy, safety first, baby first. With the heat, we want her to be safe, so she's back out there. So if she's watching in the green room, I love you, and I miss you. But we are in good hands. We've been friends for more than 20 years. She's one of the most successful comedians in our area. Give it up for Miss Shannon, everybody.
Good morning.
Hi, sweetheart.
Good morning. I'm glad that my baby is now a 15-year-old, so y'all don't care about my safety anymore. It's all right. They're like, come on out, get heat exhaustion. Your child is in high school. It's fine.
Yeah.
He'll be all right. Do you have life insurance? Yes, I do. No,
That's right.
Good to see you.
We care about you until the kid's about 3, and
Right.
then we're fine. Then you're
like, come back to work.
You're all good. We're going to have a lot of fun throughout the next, we're out here live every single weekday. We have prizes for our studio audience. You do not need a ticket to come to our show, just to the fair. We're giving away Jason Show glasses out here, sunglasses. And and every year there's something new at our Fox 9 Pavilion that I love to kind of poke fun at. One year during the pandemic, they put me in a cage because we couldn't have you remember that year? They put me in a cage because we couldn't have an audience. So people were holding babies up like the presentation of Simba over the... So every year I like to notice something new, and this year I think this is my favorite sign that we've ever had. I've been at Channel 9 for 22 years. Here's the sign. Please take your trash with you. Don't. When you leave, please take your trash with you. Now, here's the deal. If you're not sure where to find us, here's a map. Let's go ahead and put up the map. We're near the giant slide. There's the Fox 9 building. We're going to be out here, like I said, each weekday live at 10 a.m. Central, except for Labor Day. Now, if you're watching, some exciting things happen. This is the end of our season 8. Some exciting things happened during this season. The Jason Show expanded to even more cities. Chicago. We're now in Chicago. We're in Seattle. And if you're watching us from those areas, you're probably like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. And where are you? Because it's probably not a big deal where you are, where state fairs are concerned. Well, the State Fair is a very, very big deal here in Minnesota, yes. And it's a huge part of our culture. So we decided to put a little primer together of why the State Fair is such a big deal. Take a look. For 12 days every summer, hundreds of thousands of people come to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Now, based on daily attendance, it's the largest state fair in the country. Can you believe it? Overall, though, it's the second largest fair, only behind Texas. Oh! But keep in mind, that runs twice as long as our fair. It's been dubbed the Great Minnesota Get-Together, but the Minnesota State Fair attracts people from all across the country and even people all over the world. And for most folks, food is the main attraction. We'll eat anything on a stick, making it easier for us to walk and eat at the same time. Dozens of delicious new foods are introduced every year, and it's a big deal. But it's hard to pass up the classics, like deep-fried cheese curds, Sweet Martha's cookies, and Pronto Pups. And right now, if you're like, what are those? They're similar to a corn dog, but made with pancake batter instead. Animals are another big draw at the fair. Along with daily livestock competitions, you can see everything from llamas and crazy-haired chickens to giant boars and baby animals born every day at the Miracle of Birth booth. Minnesotans also compete at the fair, going for a blue ribbon in artistic categories like painting, knitting, and woodworking, to food battles like canning, muffins, and cookies. There's even a seed art competition featuring artwork created by seeds grown right here in Minnesota. And what would the Minnesota State Fair be without butter? Lots of it, but not just any butter. We take a 90-pound slab of butter and carve it into the likeness of the state dairy princess, also known as Princess K of the Milky Way. And that tradition dates back to 1964.
It sure does.
Now, it really is one of the most talked about sights at the fair, is seeing Princess K of the Milky Way. And right about now, don't y'all wish you could see everyone watching in Chicago going, what the hell is that? Yeah, I really do want to see everybody's expression. Anyway, it's all about getting her likeness carved out of a giant stick of butter. And you can see it stick, Jason. It's not more than a stick. It's a giant slab of butter. And you can, 90, yeah, I said stick. Anyway, and you can see it in the dairy building. The legend of the butter carving reaches way beyond the state of Minnesota. It reached all the way to Hollywood. What do I mean? Here's the deal. Way back in 2001, I was interviewing Meg Ryan for her movie at the time that she was publicizing, Kate and Leopold. Well, I just want you to know that these interviews only last 4 minutes, and you're supposed to talk about the movie. Meg didn't want to talk about the movie because the minute that her producer said, this is Jason from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the only thing Meg wanted to talk about was the butter sculpting. We have shown this clip so many times, but we can never see it enough. Here is Meg Ryan trying not to talk about Princess K.
I am fascinated by that. Do the people actually sit in the freezers all day in a parka? It's a very disturbing idea, but I guess it's hilarious and fun when you're when you're there. I mean, are a lot of people carved out of the butter, and then there's a contest? This is what I imagine. Now, the whole idea that you don't win and then get carved, but all the contestants have been carved. It's unbelievable. How long does it take? You have to be there for hours? That's a lot of butter. How big are the heads? People don't know about this, I don't think, in the rest of the country.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. And I will tell you, you can see we had to edit that down, Shannon. We had to edit that down. Again, a 4-minute interview, and I'll never forget, the producer came in my ear and said, please talk about the movie. And I said, I'm looking like I can't help what Meg Ryan, I'm not going to correct Meg Ryan.
Excuse me, Meg, we know how to stop talking about butter. Do you mind?
Exactly. Can we please talk about your movie?
And more of us remember Princess K than that movie, let's be real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Touche. That's why you're a comedian. Very good, yeah. Well, speaking of butter, breaking this morning, we actually have breaking news, and this cracks me up. BuzzFeed had an article, the Iowa State Fair is immediately, right before our state fair, and instead of doing Princess K, they do a butter cow. And everybody's very proud. They're like, oh, forget your Princess K. We carve an entire cow out of butter. Well, there's a scandal.
Oh.
Because someone just goes, Iowa? Yeah. I think we're going to Iowa, so let's be nice. We can't make too much fun of them. But no, there seems to be some controversy because an eagle-eyed photographer spotted the cow being dismantled after the fair. And it seems it's not all butter. It's a wire frame.
No.
It's a wire frame, Shannon.
Dishonesty.
That they coat with margarine, and that's it.
That is not Midwestern values.
That is not.
I can tell you from experience because my stepdad's niece was one of the Princess K's, and we kept that butter, and then every holiday they just scrape off a couple flakes, and then put it in like the mashed potatoes at Christmas. All butter.
That really scares me. I don't know. I mean, butter does last forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Throw it in a freezer.
Speaking of food, when it comes to State Fair, I always have 2 must-have food items because people ask, whether it's me or Stephanie Hansen, what do you like to eat? Where should I go? Especially if this is the first time coming to the State Fair. The first is at that dairy building, getting a caramel sundae from those dairy kids. Now, last year, I love it so much that they invited me to work for a day. And when I say a day, I mean like 25 minutes. But I love it so much because I think you're like me. When I go to get that sundae, it's my treat of the day. And when those teenagers like give you a half portion, they get no tip. They get no tip. So I like, see that one? That's a good portion right there. So the dairy people got so sick of hearing me complain about it that they said, fine, TV boy, come do it yourself. So that was me. Now, the second is a sandwich that I've loved for years. And I actually have to credit Andrew Zimmern, from Bizarre Foods. He started here actually at Channel 9 at KMSP. And it is the Gizmo sandwich on Machinery Hill under the Sky Glide. Now, the reason, here it is right here. There's several reasons I love this sandwich. First, it is amazingly delicious. It's an open-faced sandwich right there with Carla. Her father started it. Carla continues it. It's a special secret mixture of pork sausage and beef covered in her homemade marinara and smothered in mozzarella and baked. If you're looking for something not fried that you will love, the Gizmo is a fair best thing ever. Well, like I said, we have so much more coming up. We have prizes for this audience. Stephanie Hansen is coming up and more. So we'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. And we are back. Day 1 at the Minnesota State Fair. I love our audience. Good people as we start off. Well, no matter where we are, we have to do the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. And we're going to begin with one of my favorite shows from last year. We're finally getting a look at season 2 of HBO's The Gilded Age. Now, if you don't know, the show focuses on the clash of new money and old money in 1880s New York City and was created by the guy behind Downton Abbey. They just dropped the teaser trailer, so let's take a look.
Mrs. Russell, you conquered New York. You dine in the best houses. But are you sure it's wise to start the war with New York society? Aren't you asking for trouble?
Yes, and you'll need to pick a team.
Head to head, and one will be the winner.
This is very melodramatic. The old guard think they can keep out the new people with impunity. Don't worry, I have a plan.
Mrs. Russell is even more of a fighter than I had realized.
You mean you thought she would not fight against you?
Not so bitterly, at any rate.
The war is heating up.
I enjoy competition. Good, I look forward to it.
Oh, Christine Baranski. Cynthia Nixon and Carrie Coon star in the show. Season 2 premieres October 29th. Shannon, now you and I have a lot in common. We're both nerds. We both like Star Wars. Do you watch The Gilded Age?
Heck no. I like the outfits. I like that. I like the accents, but I don't care about historical fiction that is overly fictionalized. Is what that is. That's overly fictionalized. But I understand why people enjoy that show. So good on you. I'm glad. Good for HBO. Spend a lot of money.
A comparable show, because again, he created it. If you like did you like Downton Abbey?
No.
Okay. And we'll be right back.
But I understand the phenomenon of those shows and why people enjoy it and why you like to. But I think it's a similar question. There's people that you can ask a question to and go, if you could be part of any decade other than this one and go back in time, what would you go to? And most people have an answer. And mine is, I'm not going back in time. So, that's it. That's it.
Gee, I
Looking
wonder
forward.
why. Yeah.
Imagine that.
But I would. But on that question, I would maybe go back to the 40s.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's all
like
right.
Betty Grable. Now I've lost everybody.
I'm not
Everyone's
going back
like,
before the 80s.
I'm
going to stick 80s on.
80s on, yeah. Next to the dish. The executives at Max must be watching our show because on Tuesday I predicted that the Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That would get a third season. And right after our show aired, actually, they made the announcement. I was right. This week, Max renewed the show for another season. And the news comes ahead of the season 2 finale, which dropped overnight. That's the episode that you've been hearing about that features the return of Kim Cattrall in the role of Samantha. Now, I haven't watched it yet because I want to wait till I get home tonight. I don't want Colin to kill me. I did see a screen grab though of Samantha's return. It's only like a minute long, and she looks real good. Do you watch Sex and the City or And Just Like That?
I dabble in this one because I know how much you love it, and so I do understand that season 2 got a lot better, you said, than season 1.
Oh, season 1 was all about death and mourning. Season 2 is fun. They're integrating the new characters better. And I got to tell you, I know that Sex and the City was, because people are like, oh, it's not Sex and the City. That's the point. It's not supposed to be Sex and the City. That show was all about being single in New York in the 30s. This show, and I'm biased because I'm getting ready to turn 50 next year, I love that a show focuses on people in their 50s because imagine this, life doesn't end after 27. Right. So I just...
And there are so many shows that are doing what Sex and the City did back then.
Yeah.
There are those new shows that are doing it now. So I agree. It is good to watch things evolve and still harken back to what we like without doing it just a cookie cutter of what we've already seen.
Absolutely.
So that part, that's what I like about when I watch this.
Yeah, go watch the finale, everybody. If you didn't like season 1, now you can watch all of season 2. I think you'll like it a lot more. Next up, let's stay in New York City, shall we? This time with the Real Housewives of New York. I'm loving the reboot, actually. I'm surprised I'm saying that with the new cast. And Bravo just dropped a mid-season trailer. And judging by what you're getting ready to see, we should be prepared for major drama. Look.
And free shot! Jenna says, I'm not flying down with you guys because I don't fly coach.
Do you actually believe that I didn't come with you because I didn't want to fly and coach?
I do. Actions have consequences, Jenna.
Good morning.
Why are you mad at me?
I literally put myself on a control cruise.
Cruise control.
Whatever the it is.
Hey, Jenna!
No.
Shut your
now. Is it to such a you are a
And she didn't tell me, so I told her.
That is
She said on camera.
It was not on camera.
Just like a Jason Show post meeting. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see, this has hooked me, though, Jason. Rich people swearing like that. I didn't know.
Shannon.
That was glorious.
I love Roni.
Yes.
I love the original Roni.
Yes.
Anyone that watches the show knows I was not happy with the idea of getting rid of the old cast and bringing in the new. I ate crow. I really like this new cast. I think it's a refresh that was done well.
I don't know who that girl was that says she didn't fly coach, but if I was on the show, I wouldn't go coach either.
Yeah.
I go coach because I'm Miss Shannon, but if I'm on Real Housewives, I would be. I'm like, you want me to? There's no way. I wouldn't do it either. I'd lose all my friends. That'd
Shannon,
be fine.
you know who that is. You do know who that is. Her name is Jenna Lyons. She was in charge of J. Crew for many years.
Yes.
And now, she's by far the best on that show.
Love it.
Yeah, she really is. It's really, really good. The Real Housewives of New York airs Sunday nights on Bravo. Okay, next in the dish. This is probably the strangest story of the hot dish today. Here we go. Just when you thought that TV was running out of ideas, it's time to go back to the roller rink. This week, reality show house flippers Chip and Joanna Gaines announced a new competition show for Max. Not about remodeling a house, about roller skating. Where's the asteroid? Seriously, where's the meteor? It's going to feature top roller skaters from that's a thing?
What the heck?
Top roller skaters from across the country competing for a cash prize. Now, if you follow Jo on Instagram, you may have seen her roller skating. After receiving a pair of skates for Christmas in 2021, she's been spotted roller skating all over Waco. Chip and Joanna said putting on roller skates is like reuniting with your childhood. Yeah, there's no title, but it's expected to start streaming in 2024. Shannon, want to sign up?
Yes, I will sign up because I do roller skate. But I'm disappointed it's her.
Why?
I want like a roll bounce person or somebody that's accomplished at it, not a brand new skating enthusiast. I want somebody that can do all the tricks that you see in the movies, and then they're allowed to judge me.
Well, and this is a throwback because you and I are about the same age. In the 70s and 80s, that's what we did. I mean, we had a place called USA Roller Skating in Michigan City.
Right.
That's with Slurpees and
And we went to Skateland. We did all that stuff. I remember learning how to roller skate on my front porch with like an Earth, Wind, and Fire DVD. Tape. I'm that old. Tape. I had to go, what medium was it? Like an Earth, Wind, and Fire tape that I learned how to do it. So I'm not opposed to roller skating. I roller skate every year when we have a parade here in town. I am opposed to Joanna Gaines being able to put this show on unless she falls. If she falls, I hope she has a helmet. Then it's okay.
I had a relative, so in this age, I probably would have been 7 or 8. I was a little puffy kid. I know that shocks no one, but I liked chicken fingers a lot when I was a kid. And so I had a relative that gave me a roller skating shirt because, in the 80s, you could get sparkle iron-ons. And it just said, Lil Fat. Lil Fat.
Oh.
Lil Fat.
You know what? Now I love
I brought that up in year 2 of therapy.
Yeah.
Well, the Jason Show research team had a suggestion for I haven't seen this, for a possible competitor on the show. Let's look at what they did.
What do we have?
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. The music loud. Been me walk. Been kicked around since I was born. Never tolerate. That's okay. And you may look the other way. But we can try.
Look, there's a Little Fat. Oh. Chip and Joanna, I'm waiting.
You were jamming by the end. See, all it takes is a little practice. I got you.
Oh, God, that man, that was the worst day of his life having to do with me. Yeah, that was great. Thank you, photographer Eric. Next in the dish, could new drama be popping up over at Jeopardy? This is real juicy.
Okay.
That's what some people are saying after one of the hosts of the game show gets a big snub from the publicity department. A new poster promoting the recently wrapped 39th season put host Ken Jennings front and center. But the other host, Blossom, Mayim Bialik, who hosted half of last season's episodes, wasn't put on the poster. When asked if Blossom was still part of the show, Jeopardy producers didn't even respond. And then the poster disappeared from all of Jeopardy's social media accounts. So one possible sort of explanation, over the summer, Mayim said that she would stop hosting the show temporarily to show solidarity with the striking writers. A few weeks ago, Jeopardy announced that it would use recycled questions and recycled contestants for the upcoming 40th season because of the strike. But I'm gonna tell you, that's a real jerk move. She still hosted half of your episodes and you're gonna leave her off the poster. That's not cool. That's not cool. You don't do that. Shannon?
No, I agree with you. And especially if she had a quality reason why she was taking a break and she wasn't dissing the show, just because she's decided to take a break does not mean that they should cut her out all of the press. So I think it's a terrible look for the show. And a terrible look on top of terrible looks that they have had since she's been in part of the show.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break. That's enough hot dish because we're going to the audience. We have prizes. But next, Stephanie Hansen with New Fair Foods. As day one rolls on, we'll be right back. And welcome back. Day one at the Minnesota State Fair. Well, as you saw in our story at the very beginning of the show, the State Fair is really all about food. And it's one of our favorite topics here on the show, no matter where we are. So, of course, when we talk food, we got to pull in our favorite foodie queen. Audience, give it up for Stephanie Hansen, everybody.
Hi.
Hello, love.
Hello. I'm so excited to be at the fair.
I know. I said to Stephanie, she was running around like one of those contestants on Price is Right, trying to put price tags on things. Yeah. So now, today we're doing, this is all new foods,
Correct.
right?
And tomorrow we'll do a whole slate of new beverages. Some non-alcoholic, but I do like the alcoholic beverage or two. So
Yeah, absolutely.
So does my friend here.
Yeah,
apparently.
absolutely. Just come back tomorrow then. There we go. Okay, where are we starting, my love?
Okay, Jason, have
Yes,
you
ma'am.
had any of the new foods?
Other than no.
Okay.
No.
So I'm going to start you with the Kramarczyk's Nordic Waffle collab.
Okay.
It's got crispy onions, it's wrapped in bacon, it's got a little bit of pickle, and it's wrapped in the Nordic waffle.
Okay.
And I'm just essentially going to feed you, so you can just take a little bite.
No, you want to you
can
take
do
a
it,
little bite,
Shannon,
Shannon.
sure.
Just take a little bite.
It's really delicious. I had it last night for the first time.
Good Lord, girl.
I
Look at
don't
that.
know what it
That's a
is
bite.
about the sweetness of the waffle that pairs with the crispy sausage and those crispy onions, but that is a real delicious version of that. Yeah, see, they like it.
And the layers are wonderful. Like
Yeah,
you get
like lots
a
of
different,
complexity.
as you continue to chew, you get a different flavor. It's
And I
really
love
wonderful.
I love Nordic. I didn't mean to interrupt you, sweetie. I love Nordic waffle. I've had a lot of their combinations. This is one of my favorites that Nordic has done. Congratulations, Nordic
And
waffles.
you guys, pay attention tomorrow because I'm going to have the dill pickle lemonade. Oh, I can't even tell you about it. It's so exciting.
Steph, I have a question because every year you do all these new things, and sometimes you're like, oh, that sounds like a great idea, and sometimes it's like they're just throwing things together to throw things together.
Well, Shannon, that is a great segue to our next product. And I'm not going to tell
Look
you
at you,
about
broadcast
it.
professional. Yeah.
I'm just going to, and we're all going to do this one together.
Okay.
So there's one for you, Shannon.
Okay, are you going to tell me what meat this is? This ain't like brontosaurus or something. What is this?
It's 2 brontosauruses. Come on. Let's go, everybody. This
You're
is
honestly
a
not
steamed
going to tell
bun.
me what this
No.
meat is? Okay.
A delicious kind of Korean bun.
Some kimchi or something's in there
It's
too?
lutefisk.
No!
You guys,
you know why? They fried it so much.
I knew this was going to be a sleeper hit at the fair. It's
I
at
wouldn't have
Shanghai
eaten it.
Henry's.
I wouldn't have eaten it.
It is so delicious. The lutefisk has been dried out. It's crisped. It's got a great hoisin sauce. It's in a wonderful steam bun. It's got a cabbage slaw.
Okay. Shannon, or
It's good, isn't it?
No. Tell
Steph-
everybody what lutefisk is,
For
because
the people in-
everybody else don't know.
Yeah.
Lutefisk is dried out fish that's been soaked in lye. It's an old
It's poison.
delicacy of the north. You guys, I want you to know though, it is real good. It's tasty. If I hadn't told you it was lutefisk, you'd have liked it.
No. Here, let me hold on. No, all joking. Who would be willing to try this?
I really liked it.
Okay, now that we told him it's
Right here.
lutefisk.
Right here. Try one.
And do you like lutefisk, sir? Never
had it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I swear, if you had
Put
not
that-
known,
Put that in your mouth.
I really enjoyed
There
it.
we go.
And I'm not a big lutefisker. If fisky, fiscus.
It's not bad.
No, it's great.
Okay, Steph,
A
I will
ringing
give you
endorsement
this.
from row 1. There
I
we
will
go.
give you this. They unlutefisked it so much that it is palatable. You are correct.
Well, Miss Shannon, the way you described that is on point.
yes, they unlutefisked the lutefisk. So
Okay.
cool.
Let's get to something else in my mouth here.
Yeah.
So I can not think about the lutefisk.
I am
Yeah.
so sorry that these are melting so fast,
It's
but
all right.
it's hot as blazes out here. This is the paleta from the Hamlin Church Dining Hall.
Oh.
It's got a mini donut embedded in it. It's made by Michoacana Rosa.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yum. It's so delicious. It is sweet. It is crispy. It's got the salt and the cinnamon of the mini donut.
This has saved you.
It is so great.
I was real mad at you. I was real mad at you for a couple seconds there.
Okay,
This has redeemed you.
let's do this one too since the ice cream's going to be melting.
What is this?
This is the mini donut, or excuse me, the mini apple pie. It has cookie dough inside.
No.
And mini
And where is this
apple-
at again?
This is at the mini apple pie stand.
Okay.
It's always one of my favorites. They've got a delicious apple pie.
You train me or
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Come on, friend. It's okay. Just let Mama feed you like a bear. Come on. I know this one's going to be good because all their state fair foods are delicious. Is it good?
Little fat's happy. That is real good.
So chocolatey.
But not gaggingly sweet.
You really get the cookie dough flavor, but it's not cloying.
Steph.
And it's a little salty like cookie dough is. Yum.
Winner,
That's a
lutefisk
good one.
dinner. That is real good, girl. Okay.
I like it.
You know what? Let's take a break.
Okay, we're going to come back for some savory items.
And more. Stay with us. Day 1 of the Minnesota State Fair. When we come back. Back in a moment. And welcome back. Day 1 at the Minnesota State Fair. We're doing new foods. It's our day 1 tradition with our buddy Stephanie Hansen. Okay, what do we have next?
All right, so we've got 36 new foods, and there's over 300 different items here at the fair altogether.
Oh my God.
So the Hamlin Diner has been around for 126 years. We had their paleta. This is the Holy Ham Loaf.
Okay.
And it's ham loaf.
Wait. The Holy Ham Loaf?
Yes, Holy Ham
How
Loaf.
perfect.
It's ham loaf, and then it's got a toad in the hole in the middle with cheese. It's griddled. I'm really excited about this sandwich. So you can eat it, but I'm going to too.
Oh, okay. You're the guest. What are you doing?
Oh, this is my thing I wanted to try the whole fair. It's real good.
Okay, tell us more. Now, see, this is what happens.
It's griddled bread. There's a fried egg in the middle. There's a ham loaf that's got like a barbecue glaze. There's cheese. The bread is buttery. I would like this every day of my life.
And
this
I
is
would
so
too.
good. Those Hamlin Diner people for 126 years slinging it at the fair. Woo! Good for them. I know.
Oh.
I knew when I read it that I was going to want it and love it, and I did.
The brilliance is the simplicity of this.
That's a 5 taste butter right there.
Yep. Okay.
Now we are going to the Minnesota Farmers Union, and they pride themselves on fresh, local, farmy ingredients. We've got the fried green tomato sandwich. It's like a BLT. It has bacon. It has tomato. It has some aioli. They also have a vegetarian version without the bacon that has a corn chowdery slaw, like a salsa on there. It looks real good. So do you want to go for the vegetarian or the BLT?
I am a carnivore, so go ahead and give me the meat. Yeah.
Eat your meat, friend.
Okay. Shannon, will you hold? There we go.
I'm just going to pick off a little tomato here so I can still talk. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yum. That Farmers Union had a great entry last year. This is their second. So good. Fried green tomato and cornmeal. It's perfectly crispy. The bun is griddled. I mean, who griddles their buns on a sandwich at the fair? That's amazing.
Being a Southern boy, I love a fried green tomato. That is probably a new favorite of mine. All joking aside.
That was so good.
That was real good, guys.
5 taste buds for me.
Yeah, that's your rating. If she was Siskel and Ebert, she does taste buds. That's right.
Sips. I have a 1 through 5 sip and 1 through 5 taste bud.
I love it. Okay.
This is our friend Yia Vang, and this is his mom, his
Yia.
auntie, his whole family made these Gilbao buns, and they have a little lemongrass sauce that they're serving with them. It's pork inside a steamed bun. Last year there were lines out the door for their items. Whoa.
I love him normally.
Oh,
guys,
that is so good.
Guys, this you need to run before the lines
cow.
get bad.
It's griddled pork inside. It's pork. It's also got a little scallion.
Oh.
It's a steam bun on the outside, so it's kind of like puffy white bread is the texture. And then there's a green cilantro sauce that's spicy.
Okay,
It's
we're going to give it.
fantastic.
Come here, we're going to give it to somebody.
And it's a big bun.
You
so
wanna try it
get
right
a
here?
lot for a value for your money.
Try that one right there.
Oh, that was good. Okay, that's a 5 taste butter too.
That is so good. Yia, if you're watching, it is so good.
It's delicate. It looks kind of heavy, but it actually is light when you eat it.
It's very light.
Oh, that was good.
They're going to have long lines again for this.
Yes, they
I predict
are.
you guys get there today because this is probably up there with Gizmo for me.
Yeah,
now.
real
this
good.
This is real good.
Oh, I forgot you love a gizmo as much as I do.
And Yia Vang this is again like Gizmo and Carla. I love supporting good people, and Yia, as you well know, a great guy.
Wonderful guy. Speaking of great people, our friends at the Blue Barn from Blue Plate, they have the hot honey cheese stick, which is a halloumi cheese that's fried, and then it's got Post cereal. Did you know Post cereal's from Minnesota? So there's a little crisp on there with the hot honey.
Okay, let's bring in my friend. He subs for me sometimes when I'm off. Pierre, everyone, from a legendary sports broadcaster here in the city.
Pierre, you're a
ready
foodie.
to eat?
Oh, I always come to play.
I know you're a foodie.
Yeah, Pierre is a foodie. Like
Have you had halloumi before?
Yes, I actually have.
You're a halloumi connoisseur.
I am a halloumi connoisseur, but honestly, you could have said anything. Here, have this, and I would have eaten it. So, yeah.
Okay,
I
go
love
ahead.
your honesty.
Put that in your mouth.
Yeah, I
Go
love
ahead.
the sweetness of the cereal with the spicy hot honey.
Is that honeycomb?
Yeah, that is Honey Crisp.
Fantastic cereal.
Yeah, love it.
Honeycomb, if you want
honeycombs.
Pierre to do an endorsement for you, he's available. Yeah.
Sure. Delicious, by the way.
Yeah,
Do you like it?
really
I love it.
good.
It's delicious.
A great bite to share because it's kind of in individual pieces. For me, that's probably, is it a 3 or a 4 taste buds for you?
A 3.
I'm about a 3.5. To be fair, we got it and it sat around a little bit, so I think if it's a fresher version, the cheese is a little.
Yeah. It's real good though.
Yeah, and the hot honey's great.
Okay.
And all the stuff with the Blue Barn is always really good.
Back to that bun. I'm telling you.
Do you want to go back for another?
Y'all.
Look how, here. It's like as big as your head. Ready? Let's have a head demonstration. Like this is.
Well, that's why you love her.
This is my head.
Stephanie Hansen, everyone. Don't forget to download her brand new show, Taste Buds, on the Fox Local app. Get it on Android TV, Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, or in your camera right now. Look at your publicity photo. How pretty are you? Anyway,
Oh, cute.
we're going to take a break. We're playing a game a little bit with our audience, prizes and more after this.
Oh, Pierre's still going after the hot honey cheese sticks. All right.
Welcome back. I think we should probably tell people when they're on television. There we go. Welcome back. It's day 1 at the Minnesota State Fair. And let me just tell you, this audience is sticking around for one thing, prizes. That's right. They're getting ready for Let's Make a Deal. Hey, whether we're in the studio or out here, I always look forward to this because one of my favorite things about doing the show is the studio audience. When we launched the show 8 years ago, we really fought to have a daily studio audience because I knew it would be different and just a different energy. So I was wondering, is this anybody's first time at the... It's your first time at the fair? Oh, yeah. Please wait until the conclusion of the question before raising your hand. There we go. Is this anybody's first time at the Minnesota State Fair? That's right. And this gentleman, this is what was so funny. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Glenn Peterson.
This is Glenn. Glenn pulled me over a couple commercial breaks ago, and people in Chicago will love this. Glenn worked at my hometown grocery store in Michigan City, Indiana, which is like right down the road from where I was born. So this is your first time at the fair?
Yes.
Have you eaten anything yet?
No.
Okay. Get the bun, avoid the lutefisk. That's what we learned today.
I used to sell you to lutefisk.
Did you?
At the fish market, yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I know, and Stephanie's going to kill me. Well, here you go. Take these back to Michigan City. There we go. Some Jason Schill sunglasses. Anybody? I want to redeem the lutefisk. Anybody actually like lutefisk? Over here. Okay, baseball hat guy likes it. He likes the lutefisk. Now, where's Stephanie? Steph, let's get the rest of that Did we get? Oh, you did give him some. Did you? Okay. Did you like that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll give you a prize for that. There we go. Here's some sunglasses. There we go. We have a baby bottle of booze or something for him. There we go. And give that to whoever you're with. There we go. Did you eat it?
I did not.
Would you eat it?
Probably not. No.
Okay. She's smart. Get her a car. Get her a car. Shannon, do we have a car in that basket of prizes?
No.
No? Okay. No. Okay. Who's in the audience that has no idea who Shannon and I are? There we go. Thank you. You all get a prize. That would have been. I set it up though. I just thought let's be a little awkward for a little bit. Okay. What is your favorite fair food? Just scream it out. Okay. Cheese on a stick. Soprano pups. Okay. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Corn. Minnesota what? The corn. The Minnesota corn booth is behind us, and I will tell you, we'll go over there to do a story because I don't know if you know this, but I worked over there for like a night for a charity event. Those people work so hard over there. It's hot in there. They're hauling bags full of corn, and then at the end of the night, a little behind-the-scenes fair secret. At the end of the night when they close, and I think they still do this, they have a dance party on top of all the counters at the state fair at their booth right around the corner for their employees, which is always really nice. So there we go. What, I'm sorry? Ian Leonard danced there? Of course he did. Of course he did. There isn't a dance party that Ian Leonard doesn't like. No. Everybody say hi to our engineer, Brad, everybody. There we go. Now, Brad, no, Brad, come over here. Because the behind-the-scenes folks never get the credit they deserve, and I just want to say thank you for holding this cord.
There we go. Why, certainly, thank you. Part of what I do. I am more than just a pretty face.
That's right. Eric, get a close-up. He's more than a pretty face, everyone. That's a real live television engineer. That's right. Okay, Eric, come here. No, we're not going to wrap yet because I want to show. I enjoy pulling back the curtain. Come here, Eric. Well, Brad, hold the cord. We're gonna take you to the seedy underbelly of Fox 9 back here. Look at these hooligans. Look at this collection. There's TV's Tom Butler, everybody. Yeah. And there, the legend herself, Alex Kendall. Look at her. And then Australians' favorite Aussie, Garden Guy Dale K, right there. That's right. And I have no idea who any of these people are. There we go. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. So, the fun will continue this weekend. We're really excited. This has been in the works for a while. Y'all know Jerry O'Connell from Stand By Me and various movies. And I love that we picked a shirtless photo of Jerry. But anyway, and our buddy Melissa Peterman. Well, Melissa and Jerry both have hugely popular game shows. Well, listen to this. They love the fair so much, they're coming to the fair Saturday at 2:30 to do a live version of their game shows. I'll be hosting it, so come down to the fair to meet Melissa and Jerry here at the Fox 9 building. We'll be right back with Let's Make a Deal after this. Here we go. It is our accidental tradition that we started about 4 years ago here at the Jason Show. By the way, you're not seeing things. That is a real live goat next to me. That's right. Goat is not on the list, by the way, of what I'm getting ready to play. We're going to play our version of Let's Make a Deal. Here's how it works. We have some good prizes. I have a list of items. If you have this item in your fair bag, you will win a prize. One big prize is our brand new Jason Show tote bag. So here we go. Does anybody have, and Shannon, help me figure out who raises her hand first. Anybody have a book to read? A book. You do! Look at you. You brought like luggage, girl. You brought several bags. A book. There we go. Touch points. There we go for men. Okay. It's answers for men. I should probably read that later. Okay. Let's do swag from another TV station. Anybody? Swag from another TV station. He's way back there. Okay, next. Yardstick. Anybody? No? Right there. Okay, right back there. Shannon will be back there in a minute. Okay, a cowboy hat. Nope. Oh, right there. That's Australian cowboy. That's fine. Yeah. And then finally for the big prize. Anybody have Tupperware? Ziploc bags don't count. Oh! A change of clothes. Oh, we have it. We have Tupperware back there. There we go. Well, that's going to do it for us for day one. Thanks for being here. We're here each weekday, starting at 10 a.m. Central. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow from the Minnesota State Fair.